Iune Peru. Segeruem Sesha.
Ja, aietai.
Ah!
Eyo.
Clear the way!
Cabinet?
Out of the way!
Whoa.
Idiot! What are you playing at? Now!
High decision, get it.
Move! Now! Hey! What manner of fool are you?
Oh, bakek meno.
Clear the way! What's wrong with you?
Oi, he's made of... High decision, get it.
Whoa.
Numes Neo Jedian?
Have you heard the story of courageous Captain
You said Goddess of Siwa. What was her name? Which battle are you talking about?
You have not heard? Oh, my friend, then you are in for a treat. Let me tell you how it happened. Legend has it, the noble Greek captain and the Egyptian goddess sailed from Alexandria's Golden Coast in search of the feared Gabiniani fleet, with only their sturdy trireme and loyal crew against the Gabiniani's fabled warships. Floating mountains, carrying 10,000 men, bristling with oars and fire.
Where are these mongrel Gabiniani? My informant assured me they would pass here. I'll throttle his scrawny neck if he told me wrong.
Who are the Gabiniani? Where do they come from?
Exiles of Rome who took Egypt as their home. Traitorous rats, everyone. With the discipline of Rome and the ruthlessness of Ptolemy. Worthy opponents for the likes of us.
Well, we have to stop them before they can join Ptolemy's fleet.
We'll find them, Aya, and send them to ruin. Not one of this salt-soaked hull... There!
Is that their whole fleet?
Poseidon's peace, no, woman. That's only part of their full strength. The lesser part by the looks. Triremes only. There's no sign of their damned octareme. This works in our favor. We can work them down, ship by ship.
Strike oars and ready your bows! We attack!
Give no quarter, men! These devils will give us none!
We have an octarine? How will we face it?
Show no fear, Damastes! They've not met our kind before. Their bloated barge won't save them. Firing! Firing!
Heave to!
Firing!
Shit! Got us that time!
That's two down!
yet for Poseidon's collection! Firing! Firing! Firing!
The Gabiniani were vanquished. All 20 mountainous warships lay in Poseidon's slimy embrace. Alone, and with the fury of the wind and sea railing against them, they prevailed.
20 warships? Pompey himself would not claim so many.
You must not doubt me. I was told it by someone who saw it happen.
Captain, we bested them! The Gabiniani are finished!
Don't be hasty, boy. My spies gave me a greater number than that. They must have split their fleet. We should head east.
Straight into the jaws of the crocodile, if your spies tell the truth.
Ha! What of it? I've wrestled more fearsome beasts.
And none were a match for our captain!
Your bravado will be your undoing, Captain, and ours.
Up tempo!
As if rising from the very depths of the underworld, a second bristling wall of hulls appeared. This time, an unbelievable 40 Gabiniani death ships faced our lone heroes. Then another ship rose behind the fleet, the size of which has never been seen before or since. 10,000 warriors crowded its massive decks, smashing sword and spear against brazen shield.
This may have been the largest fleet ever to sail the Mediterranean.
Silence! Fell like fog. Suddenly, 100 balls of fire leapt up from the Gabiniani decks and bore down upon Phoxidas and his stricken crew.
The way they spring from the fog, it is like a nightmare!
Ah! Don't let their tricks trouble you, Damastes. It's a ruse to shake our nerve. They gain nothing by it.
And the flames! Their fire is intense!
Phoxidas, this weapon could really help our cause.
I might know someone who knows someone. We could make it happen.
Galley speed, let's
Brace
go!
for impact! We're deep inside the range of the catapults, and the day is ours!
Let us finish this!
Firing!
Not good! More speed!
We're under
Up
fire!
tempo! Up the pace,
Ready
brothers!
to fire! Firing! Steady, steady! Steady! Firing! 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 Firing!
Come! They got us!
Firing!
E2, boys!
We're under fire!
Need more speed!
We're under fire! Firing! Firing! Steady, steady!
Speed!
Steady!
The way they spring from the fog, it is like a nightmare!
Pah! Don't let their tricks trouble you, Damastes. It's a ruse to shake our nerve. they gain nothing by it.
And the flames! Their fire is intense!
Foxidas, this weapon could really help our cause.
I might know someone who knows someone. We could make it happen. Keep inside the range of the catapults, and the day is ours!
Let us finish this!
Steady! Steady!
Steady! Steady!
Damn it!
We're under fire! Ready!
On the way!
Firing!
These two boys!
Firing!
They got us!
Firing! We're under fire!
The heroics was spectacular. They fought like gods, but it was all to no avail. Yet, more ships appeared. A vast burning armada of war bore down upon them. The heroics were spectacular. They fought like gods, but it was all to no avail. Yet, more ships appeared. A vast burning armada of war bore down upon them, as if sent from Mars himself. The crew fainted, but were borne up again by the wild, thunderous cries of their fearless captain and the goddess.
Yet more ships! From the east!
It is false! This must be the full count of these bastards! There! Gods and peace! This is it, slackers! We win or we die! Ah, la, la!
Prepare to evade!
Aya! Demastes! Slackers all, listen to me! Scribes will break their pens, writing of this day! On this blood-smeared ocean, we'll send these cursed Gabiniani to the underworld! Let's see them tell that story without tears running down their faces! The gods themselves will lift cups to our glory!
Steady, old man! Let's not bait the gods! Strike us!
Let's go!
Firing!
Pave! More speed,
Ready!
Zero! Need more speed! Let's go! Here's the rhythm! Galley speed!
Firing! 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 Damn it!
Damn it!
Firing! Damn
Off
it!
the tempo!
We're under fire!
Galley speed!
Firing! Firing!
Got us that time!
We're under fire! Steady, steady! Steady! Ready to fire! Firing!
Speed up! Pick up the pace!
Steady, Senu! Damn it! Steady!
Up the pace, brothers!
Ready to fire!
Let's go! Galley
Firing!
speed!
Firing!
Here! Galley speed! Galley speed! Easy pace!
Firing! Firing! Hey! Brace for impact!
Heave a galley speed!
Firing!
Hit the square with that one!
The heroics were spectacular. They fought like gods, but it was all to no avail. Yet, more ships appeared. A vast burning armada of war bore down upon them, as if sent from Mars himself. The crew fainted, but were borne up again by the wild, thunderous cries of their fearless captain and the goddess.
Yet more ships from the east!
Head is false! This must be the full count of these bastards! There! Gods and peace! This is it, slackers! We win or we die! Ah la la!
Prepare to evade!
Aya! The masties! Slackers all, listen to me! Scribes will break their pens, writing of this day! On this blood-smeared ocean, we'll send these cursed Gabriani to the underworld! Let's see them tell that story without tears running down their faces! The gods themselves will lift cups to our glory!
Steady, old man! Let's not bait the gods! Strike us!
Got us! Damn! Need more speed! Steady! Steady!
Brace for impact! Steady!
The heroics were spectacular. They fought like gods, but it was all to no avail. Yet, more ships appeared. A vast burning armada of war bore down upon them, as if sent from Mars himself. The crew fainted, but were borne up again by the wild, thunderous cries of their fearless captain and the goddess.
Yet more ships from the east!
Head is balls! This must be the full count of these bastards! There! Gods and peace! This is it, slackers! We win or we die! Ah la la!
Prepare to evade!
Aya! The masties! Slackers all, listen to me! Scribes will break their pens, writing of this day! On this blood-smeared ocean, we'll send these cursed Gabriani to the underworld! Let's see them tell that story without tears running down their faces! The gods themselves will lift cups to our glory!
Steady up!
spectacular! They fought like gods, but it was all to no avail. Yet, more ships appeared! A vast burning armada of war bore down upon them, as if sent from Mars himself. The crew fainted, but were borne up again by the wild, thunderous cries of their fearless captain and the goddess.
Yet more ships from the east!
Head is balls! This must be the full count of these bastards! There! Gods and peace! This is it, slackers! We win or we die! Ah, la, la!
Prepare to evade!
Aya! Demastes! Slackers all, listen to me! Scribes will break their pens, writing of this day! On this blood-smeared ocean, we'll send these cursed Gabriani to the underworld! Let's see them tell that story without tears running down their faces! The gods themselves will lift cups to our glory!
Steady, old man! Let's not beg the gods! Strike us!
Steady! Steady!
The heroics were spectacular! They fought like gods, but it was all to no avail. Yet, more ships appeared! A vast burning armada of war bore down upon them, as if sent from Mars himself. The crew fainted, but were borne up again by the wild, thunderous cries of their fearless captain and the goddess.
Yet more ships from the east!
Head is balls! This must be the full count of these bastards! There! Gods and peace! This is it, slackers! We win or we die! Ah, la, la!
Prepare to evade!
Aya! Demastes! Slackers all, listen to me! Scribes will break their pens, writing of this day! On this blood-smeared ocean, we'll send these cursed Gabriani to the underworld! Let's see them tell that story without tears running down their faces! The gods themselves will lift cups to our glory!
Steady, old man! Let's not beg the gods! Strike us!
Speedo!
Steady! Steady! Hey!
Off the pace, brothers!
We ram them! We're under fire!
Heave to! Heave to! Carry speed!
Firing! Hey!
Galley speed!
We're under fire! Hey!
Let's go!
Hey!
In the rhythm!
Kick back, Senu! Hey! We're
More
under fire!
speed, Senu!
We ram them!
Victory! By Amon! Well done all!
Ah, la, 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 la! And that is the game! Ah, la, 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 la!
Oxidas and the goddess sailed into legend over the backs of 10 times 10,000 drowned Gabiniani. I tell you, I weep just to tell of it. And they say, if you whisper a prayer into a wave or a fold of the sea, you can hear their war cry answer back, Alala! Alala! And that is how it happened. To a word.
What a tale. The goddess' name was Aya, and a goddess she truly is. That may be the only honest part of the story.
What is truth? All is permitted in the realm of greatness. One must believe in the act of creation, or else they will join the Gabiniani.
You are a fine storyteller, Seni. Though, I cannot tell if you are playing a game with me or telling a story.
They are one and the same, my friend. Married to each other, like the oceans and the rain.
Alala!
You see it now!
Oh.
Is it not clear that Sobek...
Oh.
Out of the way!
Hey! Are you drunk?
Acher Achmeru.
I will return it later.
Debeni Erputut. Nicheru Tipi.
Burning corpses? Hey, why are you burning the dead? Don't you fear the gods? Their souls will be forever cursed.
I'm sorry to do it, but I have no choice in this. The gods themselves have afflicted us with a pestilence. The dead must be burned to save the living.
What pestilence? Is there a plague?
Truly, I don't know. Elders have begun falling sick. Children have died clutching their bellies in agony as their parents watch on, lifeless in their beds.
This would be cruel, even for the angriest of gods.
No one cares about us. Any help would be appreciated. In the Fayum, the poor aren't worth spit.
My children, your hunger is known. Turn to
Another
Sobek
dead
for your
farmer
nourishment.
whose family will now lose their land. They
These
used to
bowls
eat
are
at the
filthy.
arms kitchen in the market.
What have the
But
villagers
soldiers
been
began
eating?
harassing them. Greek
Must have
merchants
the
said they
food
were
stored
bad for
somewhere.
business.
I should have a look around. There are no signs of a plague on the body. Ugh. This food is rancid. Smells like shit. It is completely unfit for eating. This gruel is not fit for rats, let alone people. The strong spices are not for taste. They are disguising the rot. I need to talk with whoever made it.
Sobek has provided a way. Though the food is humble, it gives life. Eat with thanksgiving. And
Tell
trust
me
in
about the food you eat. Where does it come from?
A merchant makes it for the poor here. It's not much, but at least it's something. We're thankful. You're welcome to try some.
By the gods, no. I do not know how you stomach it. I need to talk to the merchant. Where can I find him?
His house is to the south of the town market. I can take you.
Let's visit this merchant of yours. I will follow you.
May Sobek reward you for helping.
I've passed many prosperous farms. People here seem to be doing well. Why are there so many poor?
Ah, yes. Those are Greek farms. The Greeks pay lower taxes, so they prosper. Meanwhile, the Egyptian farmers are slowly forced from their lands.
What happens to the land when the farmers leave?
Once the owners die, by law the land is freed. If it's good land, the Greeks take it. If not, the desert takes it. Either way, Egyptians are left to starve. Many end up in the slums.
Bushem enin.
We're innocent.
Gaye. Decision gel. Ha amun.
Ianu. Jeren hu. Tugenet.
Here. No one leaves an open.
Hemset her awies. Gehest.
Rote heruye.
We're innocent.
This is the home of the merchant who provides the food.
Even the cats here look better fed than the poor.
The owner is obviously of substance. Not all Egyptians seem to be equal. This is awful!
No wonder people are falling sick.
Who would do this?
It is time we met this poisonous merchant.
Give him a taste of his own cooking.
How may I help you? This is my home. Are you lost?
You can explain to me why you have been poisoning the poor. My guess is so you can take their land. It is easier if they are dead.
You're referring to the trouble in the slums? Whatever you've heard, I assure you, you misunderstand. I do what I can to help.
I have seen your kitchen, merchant. I know what you are doing. And I will see that you are brought to justice.
Oh, I see. Well, that changes things. Now, you're trespassing, and I have the right to protect myself. Men! If you were reasonable, I wouldn't have to do this!
This merchant of death was murdering the poor for their land. His love of money was their real sickness. Fayum won't miss him. The dead can rest. There will be no more burning.
Clear the way, idiot! What are you saying? Clear the way!